Cheerful.
Real funny. Yeah, watch out. Watch out. We're going to go for the record.
You like my eggplants?
Thank you.
We'll do it live. Like Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I have 6 o'clock.
All right, 6 o'clock.
Somebody's got it.
Call to order. This is advise the general public that in compliance with the Open Publics Meeting Act, the Little Lake Harbor Board of Education clause to be posted at the office of the Board of Education located at 307 Frog Pond Road, Little Lake Harbor, New Jersey, and faxed on May 8, 2019 to the Asbury Park Press, Atlantic City Press, Manahawkin Newspapers, and Sandpaper, and to the office of the Municipal Clerk of Little Lake Harbor. A meeting notice setting forth the time, date, and location of this meeting. Roll call.
Mr. Moncrief is marked as absent today. Mr. Zimmerman?
Here.
Mrs. Palin?
Here.
Dr. Gross?
Here.
Ms. Januzzi?
Here.
Mr. Dallio?
Here.
Mr. Malone?
Here.
We are in session at 6 p.m.
Please stand for pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A motion to approve the agenda, a motion also to amend the agenda, item 13A, facilities, to include a use request form for the soccer club.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
All right. Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Ms. Palin?
Yes.
Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes.
Mr. Dallio?
Yes.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
The motion to amend the agenda has passed. We need a separate motion to approve the amended agenda.
Okay. Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Ms. Palin?
Yes.
Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes.
Mr. Dallio?
Yes.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
The agenda has been modified.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion.
Are there any questions?
Mr. Zimmerman?
No questions.
Yes.
Approval of the...
Yes.
Ms. Palin?
Yes.
Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes.
Mr. Dallio?
Yes.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
Motion carries.
There are no board presentations. Report of the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Malone. So our school year is coming to a close. This Thursday evening is the promotion ceremony beginning at 5 p.m. at the gymnasium at Pinelands High School. And Friday is the last day of our school year here in Little Lake Harbor. Thank you to the administrative team, teachers, support staff, and the Board of Education for a fabulous school year. And lastly, we would like to say farewell to Mr. Henderson. Your last board meeting here. We're going to miss you dearly, but you'll be right down the street, so you're not going far. And on the agenda tonight, you'll see that Mr. Denning is being approved as the new principal of the Frog Pond School, which will be grades 3 to 6 next year. And he went through a grueling interview process. He was one of several fine candidates, and he was the overwhelming majority selected from the committee. So we're very excited to have Mr. Denning come aboard. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Residents forum, agenda items only. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express with each statement made by a participant limited to 3 minutes and citing policy number 0167. The public may comment on any item on the agenda at this time. General public comment will occur later in the meeting. Seeing none, move on to board work session.
Okey dokey. All right, we have no new policies this month to review. Our district calendar, Mr. Eckenborger is going to be sending in information out to parents. We are switching one of our professional development days. It was originally scheduled for October the 14th, and now we're switching that to move it up earlier in the school year to make sure that our staff and teachers are trained. We're moving that to September the 12th. So we're not adding another day for students that are going to be off. We're just switching that from October to September. So that modified calendar is on the agenda for tonight, and the information will be sent out to parents. The second thing I have is the board and district goals that we develop each year. We do that at our board retreat, and we've been doing that for the past couple years with the administrative team, and I think that's worked out very well. We're now shooting for July 23rd or July 24th because the original dates we selected, two of the admin couldn't attend, and I want to make sure as many of us are there as possible. So we're looking at a time frame of 4 to 6 o'clock. Once again, that's July 23rd or 24th. So if you can let Madge know if you can make either one of those dates, that would be really helpful so she can coordinate that. Okay? There was one question from the district website. Mark Sink is being approved today into a new position, and he's going to be the STEAM media specialist. And the question was, will he be the media specialist at Pinelands? No. He will be at the George Mitchell School. The next board meeting is July 22nd at 6 o'clock. This is the fourth Monday in July. And that's all I have.
Okay. Recommend motion to approve finance items A through WW. Can I have a motion? Was it?
VV.
WW?
It changed because of the
Okay.
additional thing.
I'm sorry, VV. Can I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Oh, I gotta get a few pages ahead. All right. Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. Palin,
Yes.
Dr. Gross,
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Mr. Balone,
Yes.
motion's carried.
Okay, recommend motion to approve facilities items A, and also this includes 13A soccer club application. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Ms. Palin,
Yes.
Dr. Gross,
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Mr. Balone,
Yes.
motion carries.
Recommend motion to approve technology items A through K. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Ms. Palin,
Yes.
Dr. Gross,
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
and Mr. Balone.
Yes.
Motion carries.
New business. Recommend motion to amend the agenda to approve the following recommendations of the superintendent of schools. Approve 1 day without pay for Carla Rooney, George Mitchell, CPA, May 21st, 2019. Approve 2 days without pay for Deborah Christensen, District Secretary, May 24th, 2019, May 29th, 2019, and June 17th, 2019. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. Palin,
Yes.
Dr. Gross,
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Mr. Balone.
Yes.
Motion carries.
The following items are being presented for information purposes only. Recommend motion to approve personnel items 1.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? Roll call?
Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. Palin,
Yes.
Dr. Gross,
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Mr. Balone.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Recommend motion to approve personnel items 2 and 3. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call? And now it goes.
All right, Mr. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. Palin,
Yes. and no one, or abstain on A. On 2, and on 3, you want that too?
Yes, ma'am.
I, J, M as in Mary, and N as in Nancy.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pell. Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes, and refrain from C.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Yep, congratulations, Mr. Day, welcome.
Congratulations.
Ms. Lupo, welcome back. Barbara and Mr. Smith, congratulations.
Okay, Hib, recommend motions to approve harassment, imitation, and bullying class as per executive session. Cases as per executive session. Could I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes.
Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Mrs. Palin?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, recommend motion to approve policies and procedures, items A through C. Could I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Malone?
Yes.
Mr. Dalio?
Yes.
Ms. Januzzi?
Yes.
Dr. Gross?
Yes.
Mrs. Palin?
Yes.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, informational items. The following items are being presented for informational purposes. Public comment. The floor is now open to members of the public. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express with each statement made by a participant limited to 3 minutes as cited in policy number 0167. There is a sign-in sheet located at the podium. Please sign in before you speak. Public comment is now open.
Can you give me a trick pen here? There we go. There we go. All right. Good evening, Dr. McCooley, members of the board. First, I would like to say thank you very much. I am extremely I'd like to say I'm extremely humbled by being selected. Thank you for putting your trust in me. I've been here for 12 years in the community, and I am looking forward to continuing working with this community. This is my second home. If you talk to my wife, I probably spend more time here than home, so I love this community. I've only worked in this community, and I plan on staying here for a long time, so thank you very much. To Mr. Henderson, good luck to you at Pinelands. You will do great things there. Thank you for this past year. It's been a pleasure working alongside with you. So I will continue to do some of the things that you've already put in place. And I really cannot wait to get started, to learn all of the staff, the students. It really is an exciting time for me. And I just can't wait to get started. So thank you very much, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, no one else? Board forum? Nobody?
Well,
I'm saying, nobody.
Start with Dr. Gross.
Dr. Gross?
Oh, sure.
Oh, start.
Or you want to start with Mr. Dalio?
Dr. Gross has the floor. Gross, go ahead. Again, take your time. Certainly, Dr. McCooley, Mr. Brown, the administration, the staff, another good year, and certainly the community involvement. You know, it's a great district to live in and to be part of.
Ms. Palin?
You're good.
Okay. I kind of echo the same things that Dr. Gross said. We're coming to the end of what I think has been a very successful year. We've accomplished a lot. under very trying circumstances because of the thing that's happening with Pineland, and we're opening ourselves to new adventures all the time. And as a board member, it's refreshing for me to see how we're dealing with it, and as a community, as the gentleman was just saying, we're working well as a community, and mostly the school situation seems to be following right along and doing the kind of thing that our kids need to come into the future of a good school system. And I'm very pleased to see that what has been accomplished so far seems to be all in positive direction, because it could have very easily gone the opposite way. And I'm happy to be part of it.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to be part of the Board of Education. It's the end of the first year, and it was quite exciting. I'm honored and privileged. And congratulations to everyone. Troy, on your new position. Tom, great to see you here. Alana, of course, congratulations and welcome back. And is Mark here? Congratulations, Mark, and great job, administration and teachers and students, and once again, have a great summer and great end to the school year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Deb.
Yeah.
Mr. Dalio?
Tom, congratulations on your appointment.
Thanks, sir.
And you too, Troy.
Thank you.
Your years spent here, I can tell you're just a man of character and a strong work ethic, and I'm sure you'll bring it over to Pinelands. That's all I have.
Mr. Zimmerman?
Yeah, congratulations to everybody in their new positions, and I'm just so happy to see the elementary school and the high schools collaborating to get all on the same page, you know, and everybody has the same intentions. It's great stuff. Thank you.
Tom and Troy, congratulations and good luck. Everybody else, thank you. Congratulations, Mark. Thank you for coming back. And I don't see a need for a second executive, so can I have a motion to end the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody want to stay? We're out at 6:16 p.m.
Oh! That's close!
It'll be close.
Got to refer to board meeting.
Refer to board meeting.